Last summer, I attended a Hollywood Bowl event, and this is featuring John Williams conducting his own orchestra, and he was playing all sorts of really fantastic movie themes, including Jaws, including E.T., and then, of course, Star Wars. Now, this is very pleasant because by the time they played Star Wars, half of the audience stood up with their lightsabers and hitting the lightsabers together with the music. That was an awesome experience, an awesome feeling. I began to ponder on it in what you do by design learning. What really happens in Star Wars or any other movie is that you remember a few parts of it, great powerful memories. You remember R2-D2, you remember the saber, you remember the invasion, you remember Princess Leia, you remember only a few parts of it. You don't really remember the details of it. So what is going on in here, therefore, when we design learning, training, and programs is that we need to factor in how we're going to add memorable events in situations in our learning, because otherwise they will not remember. That's why it's called memorable, because it stands out. So, for example, if you're doing an equipment training program, how do you make it memorable? Let me share you this particular story. I had a company client who's very interesting because I would learn a lot. And this is what they do. Every equipment that they have with a certain history of either an accident or either a troubleshooting, they would add a name to it. For example, that's Joe's pump. Can I ask, why is it called Joe's pump? Because this is where how Joe burned his entire half of his body because he didn't calibrate the pump properly. That's a related memory to that. Or another story where about 17 people were saved because one of these first responders in the company safety program was able to anticipate the burning flames inflicted by the toxic waste. So saving lives here, Joe's burnt, is very interesting that in many companies there is this culture that a lot of things that are going on are actually retained, remembered with a memory. So remember the lightsaber. And when you do your learning and lessons, think and collect those memorable moments in relationship to your content, because it will help you help the learners create memories and make them memorable learning lessons.